This is your fantasy gymnastics update after week 9 in the college gymnastics season of Also Fantasy. We're recording this on March 2nd, which is Monday. We're here to tell you who is a steal, which teams are going to be on a bye, so you should take their gymnast out of your lineup, who's injured, so you should take their gymnast out of their lineup, who's making all the lineups, so you should put them in your lineups. Welcome to GymCastic, the #1 gymnastics podcast in the galaxy. I'm Spencer from the Balance Beam Situation. I'm here with Jessica. We're doing our college gymnastics fantasy updates, starting with the roster bargains after week 9. These athletes have been outperforming their gym ruble price in our college gymnastics fantasy game, and we're here to highlight some of them so that you know what we know, and maybe even more than we know, because you're beating us. Let's, Jessica, start with the all-around.
All-around. Nikki Smith, the great Nikki Smith of Michigan State, 5,000 gym rubles. She is a star. She's competed all around in every meet this season for MSU, has scored a 39-4 and up the past 6 weeks. A star for a reason.
Tiana Sumana-Sekera, UCLA, 4,000 gym rubles in the all-around. I think there was some uncertainty right at the beginning of the season about putting Tiana in your lineup for the all-around, because is she going to make all the events? What vault is she doing? Bars was never super a strength and elite for her, but she's like, college bars, I got this. And she's been in the all-around 8 of 9 meets for UCLA so far this season, has gone 39-4 3 times this season. Basically what we've learned is it's Tiana, and she's still Tiana.
Alyssa Bigler at Air Force, another Air Force gymnast, 2,000 gym rubles. She's a sophomore there, competed all around every meet so far this season for Air Force, a season high of 39-325. And obviously has good cardio because of Air Force.
We would be talking about Alyssa Bigler as like, oh, is she the best Air Force gymnast there's ever been if she weren't on the same team as Maggie Slife? And I feel like sometimes she gets like not talked about because it's all about like Maggie Slife setting all these records, but Alyssa Bigler has set a few of her own. Amelia Moneymaker, UC Davis, 2,000 gym rubles, set a new season high this weekend. So her previous high was 39-3, got a 39-3-5 against Southern Utah. So those scores are coming.
Serena Mullen from New Hampshire, 2,000 gym rubles. She's a senior, started competing all around as a junior. Since that time, only missed 1 all-around meet for New Hampshire. Has a season high of 39-225 from last week and a career high of 39-25.
Okay, I feel a little lightning stolen because we're going to move to vault, and I'm going to talk about someone named Serena Mullen of New Hampshire, who is at 2,000 gym rubles for vault, has been in vault every meet, except one, vaulted every meet except one for her whole career. Just scored a new season high this week, 9.825. Her career high is 9.85. Just 2,000 gym rubles, so getting a score in there.
Kyan Mayhew at Cal, 5,000 gym rubles. You talked about her a lot over the years in Cal's vault lineup every week. Has 4 scores this season that are 9.8 or under, but has also reached as high as 9.9 this season and does have a career high of 9.975. So it's possible. And isn't that what fantasy is really all about?
What's possible? Yeah.
Dreams.
Let's note Summer Clancy at Illinois, 5,000 gym rubles. So you might, if you're just looking at the rankings, like going to Road to Nationals and picking your team, you might miss her because her vault average is only 9.566 this season because she had 2 scores that were in the 8s, but also has a high of 9.9. So don't overlook those gymnasts who maybe have misleading averages.
Jung-Ruivivar Henderson, my favorite, at Iowa, 5,000 gym rubles. 5th year at Iowa, has a 9.9 high against Minnesota, but you should just have her on your team for Jung-Ruivivar Henderson reasons. And a 9.778 vault average.
Sophia Diaz at Michigan is at 5,000 gym rubles. A sophomore, has really emerged as a necessary leader on that team in her 2nd season. Is in the vault lineup every week. Has Yurchenko 1.5. Has broken 9.9 twice so far this year, and did have a 9.95 last season. So 9.9's not a ceiling. Moving on to bars, one of our most favorites, Levi Jung-Ruivivar at Stanford. 5,000 gym rubles, so she's a steal because it should be a billion. This is her first season in NCAA after redshirting last year. Has an average of 9.866 on bars this season, which is impressive in its own right in a leadoff position because it's tends to be, even though it shouldn't be, more difficult to get the scores from. A leadoff position, is in the lineup every week, has 9 plus 3 times also on bars.
Ava Jordan at Michigan, 4,000 gym rubles in Michigan's bar lineup each week, has a season high of 9,925 and has scored a 9.9 and over twice. And watching her in person, damn. Ugh, damn. That's what I can say.
Sage Kellerman, Michigan State, for bars at 4,000 gym rubles. Okay, this is the thing. This is my religion for this season, which is Sage Kellerman's bars is as good as her vault. Always in the bars lineup for Michigan State as well. Has scored over 9.9 twice this season, and it should be like 12.
Mackenzie Estep of Oklahoma, 4,000 gym rubles. Also got a 10 this week, I think, didn't she? Ranked in the top 25 or at some point.
Not on bars.
Not on bars, but did in general, you guys, which is exciting for her. Ranked in the top 25 on bars, has a 9.925 season high and is in Oklahoma's lineup each and every week. Sometimes she can mess up and still get a perfect score. That's how good she is. The judges don't even notice.
Eve Jackson at Clemson, whose bars routine is at 2,000 gym rubles. Eve is a senior, hasn't had the most consistent season and hasn't consistently been in the lineup every week because she's had some falls on various events. But when she hits, she will put up bar scores in the 9.8 range with a career high of 9.9, which she's done 3 times. So if she gets it, if they focus in on the end of the season, okay, we're dialing it in, we're hitting. Eve Jackson should be in lineups, and when she hits, the score should be good. Beam, balance beam. Haley Klein, Arkansas, is at 4,000 gym rubles, is in the lineup every week now. She's like, you thought I was a one eventer? I'm an all eventer almost. Usually scoring in the 9.8, 9.9 range with a hit. Her average is 9.828 this season. But yeah, it's one of those you might not have scribbled down before the season started, but is definitely one to look at as a possibility.
Abby Scanlon at Cal, 4,000 gym rubles and well worth it. She made her debut last season, has great beam work, but can be inconsistent sometimes. Has had 3 misses this season, but does have a season high of 9.9 and a career high of 9.95.
Reese Gralla at Arizona State, 2,000 gym rubles. So she's a transfer from Illinois State, now at Arizona State, and has been extremely valuable for Arizona State to have. She's in the bars and beam lineup every week. Season high of 9.85. But since then, some scores in the 9.6s, the 9.7s, but 9.925 career high. We know she can get there. As Arizona State's kind of maybe in a qualified a regionals fight. They're in the good zone, but they're a little close enough that it's kind of nervous. So they're going to need people to, bring out their best routines. And Reese Grell is one who can bring out the 9.9s.
Lola Montavago at George Washington, 2,000 gym rubles. And every time I read her name, I think of her leading a small matriarchal revolution by way of her gymnastics, in case you're wondering. Doesn't it sound like she should lead a country, Lola Montavago?
Is this a reference that I don't know? Or just
No, just her name.
Okay. I thought there was maybe some pop culture reference that I didn't get, but okay.
No, just
good.
Yeah, that's
good.
How I feel when I hear the sounds.
Got it.
Has put up a 9.8 or above for 3 weeks in a row, and has a season high of 9.85, and leadership abilities, according to me.
Yes. Sydney Seabrooks at North Carolina, 4,000 gym rubles, is a freshman. We've talked about her floor, which has been scoring very well, but also keep an eye on beam. She's competed beam every week, went 9.85 last weekend. That's usually where she's scoring, 9.8, 9.875 range. So you can get that one. If you're like me, you were white knuckling a 9.175 this week on beam. So 9.8, 9.85 sounds great. That sounds awesome.
Here at GymCastic, we like to make you happy. So we offer many things, including an extra podcast every week. So yeah, we do 3 podcasts a week, and one is our behind the scenes or during season college and cocktails. This week, we are watching UCLA at Stanford, which is, yes, that's right, a reconnection for world peace between the 2 athletes who are victimized by the IOC and the FIG in the floor final of the Paris Olympics. So we weren't going to support them, watch that meet on the ESPN's online. And then right before American Cup starts, we're going to talk about that meet. And we do it live, and you can ask questions. And you don't have to listen to it live. You can listen in your favorite podcast player. But in addition to that, for Club Gym Nerd members, we also have extended interviews, discounts. You can commission your own segments. And we have a podcast tour, and you get discounts, including on a season pass where you can get 4 live show tickets for our tour for the price of 3. And that's not on sale all season. It's only for a limited time. And you can find everything at gymcastic.com, including our games. We have our fantasy league. Obviously, you're here, so you know this. We have our crosswords, gymdals, weekly news quizzes, and you can play it with friends. You don't have to be an expert, just have fun. And we also have merch, so you can rep Gymcastic or let everybody know that you love gymnastics wherever you go. Wear it at home on Friday nights when you watch College and Cocktails or to your favorite meet. Check it out at gymcastic.com.
Let's talk about an apparatus called floor exercise. I'm going to talk about, in particular, Jocelyn Robertson. Ever heard of her? She's at Arkansas, and her floor routine is only 4,000 gym rubles in fantasy instead of 7,500, which is the max. So, check mark next to that. Got a new season high this past week against Kentucky, or the week before against Kentucky, with a 995, has been in the floor lineup every week, nothing lower than a 9825. And, it's Jess Robertson.
Shayla Bhatia of Denver, 4,000 gym rubles, has been in Denver's floor lineup each week, has a 9.9 3 times already this season. And, has great cardio because altitude. Even though Air Force is higher, I'm just saying, won't bother her wherever she travels. She'll be fine.
Harley Tomlin at Georgia, 4,000 gym rubles, is a sophomore. We didn't see her on floor last year, but we're seeing her this year. Double Arabian to stag jump, and it's a real stag jump that actually rises and is a whole leap in and of itself and not an afterthought. Has scored above 9.8 6 times this season, and it's a floor routine I very much enjoy.
Sophie Shriver at Iowa, 4,000 gym rubles, freshman, has gone 9.9 twice on floor this season, has been in every floor lineup but one this season, which was the season opener. No one's ready then. It's fine.
No, that's not real. No. Jasmine Colley at Alabama, 2,000 gym rubles, just a freshman, getting better as the season goes. So that 9.853 average that she has on floor is maybe a little underselling what she's going to deliver. Had a new season high last week, which was 9.9.
How did the people play?
What the people need to do is remember that their Week 10 fantasy lineups lock on Thursday, not Friday. Don't think it's Friday because it's Thursday, March 5th at 1:45 p.m. Pacific time. So if you got hit by the roster repricing and had to submit all new gymnasts and were like, oh, they didn't do as well as my gymnasts before because everyone's more expensive, I need to make some changes. Make sure you're making those changes before Thursday, March 5th at 1:45 p.m. Pacific time. Let's talk about the league. Week 8 winner was Too Far From the Bar. The current Week 9 leader is New NQS New Problems, who is right there near the top of the season leaderboard as well. I finished 10th this week, which was deficient, and I need to get myself together for next week because we can't be having 10th place. That's not good enough. Season overall, KJ Kindler's Horse Farm still leads less than a point now ahead of New NQS New Problems. So we're coming down to the wire for the season. Price of a 10, how much it would have cost to have a 10 in your lineup. So Anna Roberts' vault at Stanford is only 5,000 gym rubles. It's not even the most. So you could have snuck in and got that 10. Kaylin Chio got 2 10s on Beam, and her Beam is the most, 7,500 gym rubles. Did you know Sky Blakely's Beam is only 1,500 gym rubles? And she got a 10 this week. And she's Sky Blakely. So, note that. I did, and it worked out great. Most rostered lists, these are gymnasts who are on the most teams. Jordan Childs all-around remains in 33.2% of teams. That is the most popular choice. Kaylin Chio's all-around is number 2 25.7%. Should note, Jordan Childs, still the most popular, 33.2, but that's down from like 60+% before because people had to reprioritize their prices and had to make some different changes as opposed to the same changes. Anna Roberts, all around at Stanford's their third most popular choice at 20.5%. Then Amari Drayton's beam at LSU. Those of us who picked Amari Drayton's beam got saved because she fell on Friday, but LSU competed twice, and then she hit a great one on Sunday. So that was the one that counted. So we were all like, phew. And also Selena Harris Miranda's beam is in 14.7% of lineups because, she has the GymCat series down. Back handspring, layout, step out, back handspring. That's the GymCat series. She does it, and she's not going to wobble on that ever. Sorry, Selena, because I know I just jinxed you.
Knock on something. Injuries and buys going into week 10, looking ahead. So Lily Smith had something lower leg. So we're hoping it's not a thing. Or maybe it's a little thing and she'll be fine by, regionals. Buys this week, Greenville and Towson. No season. So remember, their season was canceled. So take them out of your lineup. Iowa State. Yeah. Important.
I thought you were saying that about Towson for a second. And I was like, what?
Just Iowa State.
No. Okay.
Yeah. 2 meets in week 10. So remember your second, whatever the highest score is what counts on your fantasy team. So 2 meets coming up this week. Air Force, Alabama, Auburn, Clemson, Denver, Fisk, Georgia, LIU, Oklahoma, Texas Women's, and Michigan, Western Michigan, not Michigan, Western Michigan.
Western Michigan, Bronco horse Michigan.
There's a direction. There's a Michigan for every direction on your compass. That's how many teams are in Michigan. You thought Utah had the most.
Northern Michigan does not have a college gymnastics team.
But they have Big Michigan, so that counts as Northern.
You have Eastern, Western, Central, regular, and state.
Right. That's enough to fill all the directions.
That's the holy trinity of Michigan gymnastics. You say Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, Central Michigan, state, and regular.
Yeah. Big Michigan is the top of your head for the motherhood of, what do we call that? What's it called in the Catholics? The Holy Ghost?
You're asking the wrong.
I don't know either. I have no idea. It's the rosary of your head. That's what we're doing. Okay. Yeah. We hope that
great content.
We hope that you enjoy this fantasy update every week, which is the one of 3 podcasts that we do every week during the college season. We hope we see you on College and Cocktails this Saturday, March 7th, after UCLA at Stanford on the streaming ESPNs. Join us around 5 p.m. I will be in Vegas for the American Cup.
We were saying 4 Pacific? We don't know. I mean, be flexible with us. Thank you.
Yeah. We're working with hotel internet and maybe arena internet. So 4-ish p.m. maybe. And you can add us to your favorite podcast player, the College and Cocktails. You don't have to join us live if you can't, but if you do, the cocktail or mocktail this week is use all the numbers. Oh. And you can find the full menu, how to participate live, how to add it to your podcast player, everything, the full schedule at gymcastic.com and in the forum. And until then, please spend your gym rubles wisely, and may the Beam Witch be with you. Beam Witch sparkles! Why haven't I done that this whole time? That was genius. Finally, my brain worked at the very end. Boop, boop. An emotional rock star. That didn't sound good.
It's going great.
With
consecutive weeks in a row.
Who's gonna kill us?